yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause I'm there for you.
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I just know we found something so wild from the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground from the sanctuary.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
I am struggling extremely with mental health issues, and I am trying to do that whilst being FTFE. And unfortunately, talking to flat earthers is It's quite painful.
All right. Thank you, Craig.
Wait for me, I'll be coming home.
Law. Nowhere in nature or in a controlled environment can we ever produce a volume outside of containment.
What's that?
Has gas been seen or
what's that, brother?
Now let me see you drop it to the flow, drop it to the flow, then. Esta es una historia triste la que le voy a contar. Una historia triste la que le voy a contar. No tiene doble sentido.
Gravy make a splash like Pippin. Shit, that's nothing. Splash. Everybody call me Big Pimpin'.
Chicken banana, chicken banana, chicken banana, banana, banana.
I remember when I lost my mind.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. We're going to be watching the movie Life of Brian by Monty Python, but not on YouTube. You hate the intro. What the hell is wrong with you? Everybody loves the intro. What's wrong with you, Nancy? Come on. Always one. There's always one, isn't there? I mean, we pride ourselves on the front butt girls dancing.
Is Nancy from the same family as Pelosi or not? Maybe.
Maybe. Oh my God, I got a lot of good people here tonight. I hope you're here. We're going to be switching over to the Rumble side here in about 20 minutes or so. We're going to give people time to get over here, know about the show, and be able to click the link. I've put it, of course, down in the description of the video tonight. If you're not on Rumble or subscribed to it, please do that. I'm going to put a link to the live stream over there. I'm going to copy it and paste it in here. And I'm going to, okay, come on, stupid thing. It won't let me, I guess you got to do that. There, it went up. All right, good, we're gone. That stupid thing. Can I move this anywhere? No, I'm going to hide it. There we go. Who is that breathing like that?
Sorry, it's me. I just ran inside.
Oh, shit. Holy crap. Like Sody was dying or something over there, man. I was like, what the hell?
My God, it's like fucking 8 degrees outside and it's been snowed all day.
Oh God, yeah. Well, it's not been so bad today, not like it was yesterday. 21 degrees was yesterday, but today we're right now at 33, a balmy 33. There's that number again.
Oh,
33,
sorry.
33.
Diman, you shouldn't be sweating if it's so cold.
I'm not. I'm just out of breath because I tried to run out there as quick as I could.
Oh, yeah.
It's way too cold.
You don't want to spend no more time out there than you got to, man. I know how that shit is, man. That's where everybody's fighting over that fucking first parking spot at the store, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know? You if you don't get there, man, you're gonna end up walking all the way, and then wind across that open area and shit, and wind chill factor hits you. It's just nasty as hell.
It snowed all day, so basically, I went out there like 3 times today and shoveled.
Oh my God!
So it was shitty. So I was like, oh shit, I didn't do the trash. So I at like 9:32, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't get my car, and I was like, oh shit, the dog's gotta go out.
Oh,
things.
I just found out a little while ago. I was doing some looking into some people that are doing deep dives into that Sasha Riley story. And of course, we know there was one of these farms that was busted, I think, yesterday. Where they had like dungeon and all this shit down in Alabama. Well, I found out that there was one right over here in Madison County, which is just like right up north of me or south of me. And the fucked up thing about that is that there's it's right by Old Rag Mountain. Old Rag is like up in the park. So this place was like secluded off. It ain't in the park, but it was a secluded ass farm, and it got busted like back in the 80s. and they had cages and shit in there and all kinds of stuff. And the investigation into it got shut down because they found a bunch of CIA and shit involved with it, and they shut down the investigation because of national security.
Oh, I'm sure.
So this shit goes into the highest levels of military. You look at who was running that fucking thing and his connections, and it leads right there to Epstein, Trump, Deutsche Bank.
Dude, the early days of the internet were wild. Wild.
It's wild, all this information that's coming out. Like, you know, it's like overload. You know, I don't know what to it's like I have to just
Where'd you come across that at?
What's that?
Like where the places are?
Substack.
Oh, Substack. Okay.
I was over on Substack looking. There's another thread in there where they've done some deep dives. They got pictures of this guy's birth certificate showing, you know, his adoption papers, all that shit is there. And yeah, and through this digging, people have found it. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's right over now. I wasn't here in the 80s, so you know, I would have never heard about that. But that's just right up, you know, just south over at Old Rag. And that's considered like one of the challenges, you know, that's a tough climb. Old Rag is a tough climb. And it was funny because my aunt, she was fucked up, crippled, right? Had to walk her out in a walker and shit. And she was originally from here, but she lived in Michigan most of her life. In fact, all the rest of her life. And she came down here on vacation. I kept picking at her about going to take her up to climb Old Rag. And she's just like, now, David, like 10 smack at me. Now, you know, I ain't going up no damn Old Rag, you know. So I bought her a shirt at the souvenir stand up there that said I climbed Old Rag. And I sent it to her. And she sent me a picture of her standing in her walker with that shirt on. I was like, that's classic. That's beautiful.
Is that like up in a holler or something?
No, it's actually up on the mountain. You got to you get to it from the Skyline Drive to and then climb up it. It's above the Skyline Drive. People do it along the Appalachian Trail too. It's kind of a big deal. But man, I guess there was like a satanic SA club going on at this farmhouse in Madison. Man, it was.
Do you guys hear that noise at all?
Nah.
Okay, good. I had my washer going. I didn't know if you could hear the water drain.
Oh, there's a similar place like that up here. It's called the Man in the Mountain. Old
Man in the Mountain. I've heard of that. Yeah, my grandparents had pictures of that.
Yeah, we went up there when we were kids. A family, my dad and my uncle and my cousins. We all hiked up to the top of the Old Man in the Mountain. You used to be able to go to the top of it and stand on top of the head, and it was kind of cool. It's kind of the same thing, like, you know, National Park Service. I looked up what you were talking about, Old Rag Mountain, and yeah, I did a similar thing like that a long time ago. The Old Man on the Mountain. I still have the coin they give you. They used to have a thing. If you got up to the top, you could grab a token that said, I climbed the Man on the Mountain.
Oh shit!
Yes, I think I still got it.
That's pretty cool. You know, one time I found one of those geo boxes or whatever.
Yeah, I found tons of them over the years.
I found it by accident. I wasn't even looking
me too.
for it. We were out in the desert fucking around, and I found this cave, like an old mine, and we kind of went in there, and then I saw this ammo box, and I was like, what the fuck? And I opened it up, and it said that's what it was.
Yeah, geocache.
Yeah, so I just wrote my name in there, and then I took and rolled up a joint and stuck it in the cellophane of my cigarettes, and I wrapped it up, and I stuck it in there so that whoever, you know, run across it, if they want to catch a buzz, there it is.
I've run across a bunch of them.
That's like the original Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Oh, the hippies used to do the same thing when I used to go to the shows and stuff. They would put stuff all over the place and put notes all over the place and try to get people to go on like manhunts at night and do all.
They had a thing around here. Maybe they do it other places or where you guys are at too, where like people would put painted rocks all over the place.
Yeah,
people would find one and then put it on Facebook, post it on Facebook.
There's somebody here in Luray that does that, and they have a Facebook page called Luray Rocks for You.
Yeah,
and they do that. They leave them like around the greenway, and kids get a kick out of finding.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's actually a path up the way from me, a little way, where they took some of those that they found and they lined the whole path with them, and they're like people from all different states and stuff. It's pretty cool.
I remember when I was at Fort Gordon, they had this rock. It was there. It's where we were training in rigs, you know, actually with the radio equipment. And out there in the pathway, there was this rock. And on one side of it said, "How do you keep a private busy?"
Flip it over.
And on the other side, it said the exact same thing. You know, so it was just like you're just gonna sit there turning the fucking rock over and over.
I threw a link in the private chat for a cool picture I just found on the guy standing at the highest point of Rag Mountain. Rag.
Old Rag. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Hang on, I gotta unshare my. Oh, what did I do here?
Yeah, I found a bunch of those like geocaches. They weren't called geocaches. It was like fox hunt. You'd go on like a fox hunt, and somebody would you would give something to somebody, and they would try to hide it, and then everybody would walk around and try to find it. Whoever found it was it, and then they would put something else in. Whoever found it, if nobody found it in a certain period of time, then the person would have to grab the box without anybody looking. And grab the box, then bring it back. Then somebody else would put something else in it, and then he would be it, and then he would have to go and hide it. And if you found it, whatever was in the box, you could keep.
Look at that flat ass horizon. Even though there's mountains and shit, it's just.
Yeah, once you get up that high, it looks a little different. Huh?
Listen, so if your body follows the surface of the curve and you don't feel any of it.
Oh, that's
Gravity
right.
is pushing
Don't
you
pay
towards
attention
the
to
ground. Okay.
Yeah, you don't pay attention to your senses, none whatsoever. That's just dumb. What are you, a science denier or something?
That's it. I'm a flat domer, man.
So, did you say you have or have not seen this movie?
I've seen parts of it over the years. I'm sorry, I didn't know if you were talking to me.
Everybody.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah,
you haven't seen it. Okay.
But yeah.
I haven't seen it all the way through. I've seen it in chunks.
Yeah, there's little bits. Well, it's kind of how their movies are. Like they follow the premise and have the same characters, but they're like a shitload of skits.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You'll see the same actors. This is what gets you with Monty Python. The same guy will play 4 or 5 different characters.
Yeah.
You know, like the guy that plays Brian, he also plays Biggest Dickus. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. You'll understand.
Yeah.
Because of the Emperor with the Michael Palin, he's the he's pilot and he's got a speech impediment. He kind of talks like that guy, the last guy that came up to debate that
Steven.
Yeah, he kind of talks like that and shit, and he can't pronounce, and everybody's making fun of him. They're doing the thing like they did with Jesus. Who do you want me to release? You know, and they're saying, "Release Rodney," and he says, "Do we have a Wadney?" And everybody starts laughing and shit. And he says, "See if there's a Roger Waja. Do we have a Waja?" And everybody's out there cracking up laughing. He says, "Centurion, why do they titter so?"
I used to have a roommate when I was in the military. His last name was started with the R, but he couldn't pronounce his R's. He always said them as W's. His last name was Retzer, so he always said Wetza. So it was just hilarious how his last name started with an R, but he could never pronounce it.
Use it. Oh, that's
I'm
cruel.
Wetza for Buffalo, New York. That guy was pretty funny though.
Split his fucking tongue. God damn it.
Private Wetza.
Private, yeah. Well, we had a guy. He was kind of like Ernest, who's the guy on Andy that was always throwing the fucking rocks? Ernest T. Bass? Was that his name? No, that was the drunk. No, that was Otis. Otis was the drunk. Right? Yeah, Ernest T. Bass. So this guy was kind of like Stanley's version of Otis T. Bass.
They were always looking for him, and he was always on the run, and you never knew where he was.
Right, and he's always throwing rocks and doing shit. I mean, for real, this guy had the Luray police held at bay. He was up on top of a stone church in Luray, and he was throwing rocks at the cops, telling them, "Come on up and get." Anyway, he talked like that. "Come on up and get me, motherfucker. Come on up and get." That's how he talked. He was on, he got flake checks because he was, wackadoo from sniffing gas. He was brain damaged from sniffing gas and shit.
I grew up with a kid that did that, his kid Chris, and he would do that. He'd huff anything. It didn't matter what it was. He said, "You got any mortal glue?"
You know who?
I'd laugh at him.
You know who Jessica White? You know who Jessica White is?
No.
He was part of the Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. They're a
Oh.
real inbred family, but he's a real famous like outlaw. Basically, his name was Jesco.
Oh, Jesco.
Yeah.
Okay.
He used to huff gas, right? And that guy's brain is something else.
Well, this guy, he was a self-proclaimed mayor of the Hollow.
Yeah.
He'd say, "My name is Poe Guay, and I am the mayor of Pine Grove Hollow. You all motherfucker gotta go up to the country, get your paycheck. I just go out to my motherfucking mailbox."
That's great.
My mother's first encounter with him here was in this house, and he was walking down the road. My mom just happened to, it was a beautiful morning, and she looked out the front window, and there's the mountain in the background and everything. And here's this dude walking down the street, and he saw her looking out the window, and he turned toward the house and went like that and just walked out. And it was like, "What's up?" My aunt says, "Oh, that's Purry Gray. He's just a fucking nutter, you know."
Yeah, local. Just wave at him and smile.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was something else. He's dead
Purry,
now.
Good to see you.
I think he died like a year or two ago. A couple years ago, he died.
Oh man, I had some experiences going to Kentucky and West Virginia, South Carolina. I had some experiences in them places. Jacksonville, Florida, Alabama.
Lord.
Holy Jesus.
Okay, Snowman, you can be up here, but you can't start blabbing shit that comes out of your mouth while the movie's playing. Okay.
No, that's not my speed. I'm not that.
All right, good. I mean, if you want to laugh or make a short, utterance or something.
Well, what's the plan? Were you thinking of doing like a recess or like stopping halfway or something, or no?
Well, I don't know. TBD, man. TBD. We're gonna see how this rolls, man. It's gonna be pretty good. I've got it. I looked for any free versions of it on the internet. One of them was in Spanish. The only one that had decent volume was in Spanish. And the other ones that had English, man, you could hardly hear it. So I said, fuck it. I'm just going to hook my DVD player up to it and up to the computer, and I'll play my DVD of it, Yeah, it's just going to be, and then I can do whatever I want to with it. Ownership. That's what they're trying to take away from you too, babe. That's what they're trying to take away from you.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to take away, you don't own movies, you don't own music, you have to subscribe to some fucking service or some shit like that to listen to music or see movies or anything else like that. Everything that's part of that whole you'll own nothing and you'll like it. Yeah. Shit.
Well, the information is scary too, because when it's all on hard drives, it's not like there's a Library of Alexandria out there that has a lot of the shit covered. That, all the advances we made in the last 100 years. That's all gone electronic. There's no, if the power went out, in theory, almost everything information-wise is fucked.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, just take a look at what they did with, who's that guy, Scott Ritter? Look what they did to him, man.
Yeah, the music guy. Is that the guy?
No, Ritter was he was a weapons inspector for the, whatchamacallit. What was that agency? The UN or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuclear Energy Coalition or some shit like that.
So real quick, in 2007, when it went from Windows XP, you remember Windows XP in the early days, Windows 2000, Windows XP. Then it went Windows XP 64. Then it went Windows Vista. When Windows Vista came out, my friend had called me and said, "Hey, did you what are you doing for machines? Like computer guys?" And I said, "Oh, I just built a new one. Yeah, it's got Windows Vista." And he goes, "Up, that's the end of the physical stuff." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "This is the beginning of the digital age. Everything's going to be digital. You watch. It's going to be. You're not going to have the disk. You're not going to own the drive. You're not going to have the what do you call it? It's either." And he called it in 2007, and here we are now. Besides going to a secondhand store to buy something, you can buy a DVD. I mean, how many people even got a DVD player these days? It's all digital. Mm-hmm. Same thing with computers. They did the same thing. They made it so that you had to sign on to an online service to download the game that you bought.
Right.
which means that you can't run it or save it without being online. So now
Right.
you're giving them permission to look at your email, look at your
Yep.
text, look at your this, look at your that, to use this service that you paid for. And they're like, well, if you don't like it, don't pay for it. And I kept all of my Windows XP era stuff because I knew that the physical era, when he said that to me, I was like, I am keeping all of my physical era stuff, Windows 2000, Windows XP, Windows XP 64. I'm going to keep it. So I kept everything I have. And I've had an XP machine running since 2002.
Oh, shit.
And I've had it running since 02. No,
23 years.
23, 24. Yeah, 20.
Going on 24.
So, yeah. And so, whenever I want to do some little side work or do some stuff, yeah, I do it on old stuff that I own the physical disc that I can use and copy or do whatever I want with. Now everybody's like, oh shit, I got to sign in. I got to get online. It's like, yeah, of course, because they took all the physical stuff away from you. So you have no ownership of it. You have no control of it.
So it looks like Godzilla, thank you for the $20 super chat over on Rumble. We've got health coach Jason is over there. We got Gregorio B. Of course, Godzilla, Jeepers. He said that was a movie pass for him and a guest. We got Jeepers, Mojo's over there, Farm Girl, Janusz is over there. I put the link in the chat. It's also down in the description. So everybody, let's see if you can get on over there, because we're going to be cutting off of YouTube here in just a minute so that we can show that movie and I can smoke my bong. Oh my God. I cleaned it. What a fucking mess that thing was. I got 90% rubbing alcohol, right?
Yeah.
And those little plastic things you can get for a wine bottle. It's a stopper and you put that lever down and it seals it up. It's the perfect size for the little side port, right? So I stick that in there and I lock it down.
Shake
and
the
then
crap
I fill
out of
the
it.
whole thing up with 90% rubbing alcohol. I let it set. And then I shake it up and dump it out. Man, these chunks of fucking nasty brown tar shit comes out.
Yummy.
That's the resins and stuff.
Oh, it's horrible, man. There's so much of it. It was so sticky. It was getting all over my hands. It was in the sink.
And it
But I got it. Oh God, it stinks horrible. Well, it'll make your weed taste nasty too. So I got that all cleaned out, and then I rinsed everything out, got the majority of all the crap out of the inside of the bong and everything, put it back together. And then I'm like, fuck, look at this sink. And there was little, oh my God. So I had to take some alcohol on a paper towel and scrub that shit all out of the sink and shit. And I'm like, I got to get in there and start this show, man. What the fuck? And then I get that cleaned up and I look and it's goddamn, there's some on the counter too. So I start getting that off the counter. I come in here and it says it's showtime. I was like, click. And then I'm back in there putting this fucking thing together and filling it up with water. It was like, what a goddamn mess.
Here is the question. Did you have a friend that you actually convinced to drink bong water?
No, I would never
who
do
said,
that to
I'll do it.
anyone. I would never do that to anyone. I did that accidentally one time.
I've only done it accidentally.
Gross.
Yeah,
I've done it accidentally before.
I was fucked up at a party and I had a tall boy in one hand and a bong in the other hand, and I got mixed up and took a fucking swig out of that bong and I about puked, man.
one time at my birthday party, I think it was I want to say my 21st, everybody was ashing into the same beer bottle, right?
Oh, God.
I picked up the wrong beer bottle.
Go grab
I picked up the wrong beer bottle and took a swig out of that, and I sat there for a second. I had all these cigarette butts in my mouth, and everybody's looking at me, basically turned white, right? And then all of a sudden, I just slowly start spitting out cigarette ashes and butts down my chin. I was like, oh,
God. Oh, that's nasty. Well, it could be worse. I saw somebody accidentally grab somebody who was using a beer can for dip.
Yeah, that's
to spit in, and somebody picked that fucking thing up thinking it was their beer and took a swig. Oh, dude, that guy, he was ready to beat somebody's ass.
I can taste it to this day. It's so terrible.
I used to work with guys that used to use the Red Man. They'd put like a big wad of Red Man because you couldn't smoke on work sites. So the guy with the Red Man, and then you'd be walking all over the place, and that's all you smelled. So because nobody's using a bottle, they're working and just spitting as they go. Like you get it.
I can't stand that in general.
That's
just watching
nasty.
people spit into those bottles.
Sue, that is so nasty. She said somebody put threw bong water on her in the 80s.
Yeah,
that's from that Mexican brickweed, baby.
Yeah. She was smelling that stuff for 2-3 days, probably.
Yeah.
But why do your clothes stink?
Man.
Well, we used to do some wild shit. I remember back in the day, we tried to make tea from the stems.
Yeah, I've done that before.
It was all right.
I made butter out of like stems and shit too before.
Tasted like hot water that somebody put grass clippings or something in.
That stuff burns like crazy if you take the stems. And you gotta, I've seen these op things. I've seen one in Canada where the guy was growing hemp, and he took all the sticks and piled them up in the yard and lit them on fire. And I was like, holy crap! He's like, you can't even get 20 feet from that pile because of the amount of, because of all the resins and all the stuff and all the stems, the way it burned. He was like, oh yeah, you got to keep. He said it'll melt the siding inside your house. It's like putting it in the fireplace. Like, what are you doing?
Leave a seed in that bad fucker, man.
Pack and that thing pops out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, blow hots everywhere. Jesus Christ.
You ever made can of butter?
Oh yeah, I got some.
I
got some in the fridge right now.
I had it one time.
I got some chocolates too. I got these chocolates. I might start eating one here in a little bit.
Yeah.
I got these chocolates. Got me some more of these vapes that are dual, but I got mango this time. Like a whole case of them.
Well, like weed ones or nicotine, obviously.
No, these are weed. If I don't want nicotine, I'll smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, they're distillate.
I don't want nobody mixing no tobacco with my weed neither. This shit about smoking blunts, I'm like, yeah, no, you got the joint. You want to? If you got a joint, I'll smoke that with you. But I don't want to fucking smoke one of those natural black.
If you want to use nicotine, which is naturally in a lot of plants, I can give for your list. Because I have created a list for it. So instead of smoking, if you don't want to smoke, or
no, I like this. I like smoking. I like.
Okay, I like as well. I'm smoking now as well. Yeah. But some people they do not smoke, and nicotine dissolves nanotechnology in your body. So it's very good stuff.
Sue, that's a smell you don't forget. That's a smell you don't forget ever, and it's a taste you don't forget.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that right off.
You know what I used to do, Saab? I used to roll the end of the cigarette out, and then put enough for like 2-3 little hits on the end, and then just roll it back over and stick it back in the box. And one time somebody said to me, hey, Mario, D, you got a cigarette? And I'm like, yeah, hold on. I was doing something and just busily grabbed into the box, and they handed him the one that had the loaded head.
Oh, no.
And he took a big back out, and he looked at me, and I was like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. He's like, oh, fuck. I said, don't worry about it. You'll be all right. Like
fuzzy, yes, but only when I draw on it.
15 minutes later, he was like, oh, wow, that was kind of fun. And I was like, yeah. It didn't do anything to him, or he didn't realize that it was. He just smelled it. That's how he knew. It's like weird.
All right, I'm going to put the link down here one more time for everybody, and then I'm going to switch us over, man. If that sounds good. So there it is, and this is where we tell, and at 33 minutes, we're going to tell YouTube to take a hike. Goodbye. We're strictly over on Rumble.
Come back.
Yeah,
there, be square.
Get over on the Rumble. We're getting ready to shoot the movie here. Here we go.